Hey everybody, welcome back to Set the Standard. Yes, we're not coming from the studio, as you can tell, but we are coming from the woods. And I'm walking today with my lovely wife.
Hello, I'm Terry.
There you go. And you've met Sam before. Whoop, there she goes running by. She's in her glory in this scenario. She doesn't have to be on a leash. She can get some good running, but we got to keep an eye on her, because if she sees a deer, which there's a lot of those in this area. Anyway, Happy New Year. And we were walking out here the last few days and it was like 10 degrees, 9 degrees. Today it's 25, so heat wave. You might be saying, you guys are crazy. Well, when you live in a four-season state, you learn to make the best of it. And that's what we're doing. Hopefully you're seeing in the screen some of the beauty of it. But we were talking about happiness and how that evolves from when you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, later on your 50s and 60s. And you find that more simple things will make you happy. And it's just a process. And we thought, well, you don't have to wait till you're older to figure that out. You know, why not kind of share something with you guys now about happiness and finding happiness. And sometimes you have to work on it, because often we put our happiness in things that we can save up for and buy or strive for, or career goals. Again, not that those are bad things, but we learn that those are very temporary. Maybe you've experienced that, where you worked hard for something and you got it and you went, wow, okay, I've been happy for a while. And then it's a matter of time where you need something else to make you happy. And that can be material things, it can be people, friends, whatever. But Terry and I often talk about
having babies. That brings happiness.
Yeah. Well,
till 2 a.m. when you're up all night with them.
That's right. But then later, when they grow up and you have good relationships with them, which is a whole podcast in itself, it's a very enjoyable thing. Anyway, what we've learned at this stage of our life, that happiness in material things isn't the answer. In fact, we find ourselves more focused on our spiritual part of our lives, because we recognize that you don't live forever. You probably know that. But the older you get, you recognize you have less time. And so the hope, and I would say, Terry, the hope of eternal life is probably one of the, I guess using the word happy is something that makes us happy, because the idea of knowing we'll have that is important. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. When you're younger, you're just so busy building your careers. You mentioned having children. You just don't have a lot of time to yourself. And as you get older and the kids maybe leave the house, you think you've got this time, where time looks like it's less, but we never know when our last day on earth is going to be. So I'd say don't wait. Don't think you're going to have all this time until you have a relationship with God. So your security in heaven is, you've got that, because that's what brings you everlasting hope and happiness. But happiness can be fleeting still, even though you have a relationship with God. It comes and goes.
For sure. And I think we just want to give you something to think about. And that is, we're at a stage of our life. We've been very blessed in a lot of ways, but we've worked hard to get here. And now we find ourselves doing these walks where normally it'd be like, oh, it's too cold out. But we get out here and we're grateful, we're happy that we can do it. That we can see how pretty it is and
and we're not that old yet. Don't get that thought.
Well, part of the reason we're walking is so we can, yeah, that's for sure.
You're gonna have help.
But it's finding really, quote, happiness in so small things. And, you know, we enjoy our first cup of coffee in the morning, and we're just so grateful that we can do it. We're calling our dog again because she's chasing bears. Just kidding. Anyway, something to think about, and hopefully take something away from this. And as we get ready to launch into our new podcast coming up, we thought just a quick message to get you to let you know we're still around, and more to come. See ya.